Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Tuesday, May 13, 2025. In the headlines, Foreign Affairs Minister reaffirms Grenada's commitment to non-alignment and peaceful engagement following talks with U.S. Secretary of State. Businesses in Carriacou and Petite Martinique affected by Hurricane Beryl to benefit from tax relief bill. Mental health jingle contest focuses on youth awareness. Also in the news regionally, China seeks to strengthen trade ties with Latin America amid trade war. Internationally, UK Labour government toughens immigration plans as far-right gains support. Plus in the sports news, wins for Saffron Strikers and Bayleaf Blasters in Dream 11 Spice Isle T10. We'll bring you the details in just a moment.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue. Available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
From GBN, I'm Kenroy Baptiste. Grenada is maintaining its stance of non-alignment amid uncertainty within the international political landscape. Beverly Telesford reports.
As a nation without military power, Grenada has long relied on diplomacy, regional cooperation, and international partnerships to navigate global challenges. Speaking to a group of Grenadians following last Tuesday's meeting with U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, Minister for Foreign Affairs, Trade and Export Development Joseph Andal stated that Grenada's diplomatic approach underscores the belief that even small states can play a meaningful role in fostering peace and stability.
We are not military power. We do not seek to exercise hegemony over anyone else. We have not the means nor the desire to do so. We live in a neighborhood that we share together. None of us can pick up our countries and move it elsewhere. And therefore it is incumbent upon us to try to be on good neighborly terms with everyone in the neighborhood.
Minister Andal reaffirmed the country's commitment to non-alignment and peaceful engagement.
We are not in the business of drinking bush for other people's fever. And we recognize every country's right to pursue its own interest, and we also have the right to do that. We are not out to antagonize anyone, but whatever we do, it is done with the interest of Grenada and Grenadians.
The meeting with the U.S. Secretary of State addressed a range of critical regional issues, including the recent imposition of U.S. trade tariffs, migration, and security concerns. The question of continued support for Grenada through the United States Agency for International Development USAID was also raised. Minister Andal provided an update to the group of Grenadians, stating that while aid levels may be affected, support would not cease entirely.
So the Secretary of State pointed out that it is not a question of the U.S. point blank cutting off aid, but instead realigning the way that it views it. He pointed out that very often in the past, the the U.S. government would just give or offer certain things without consideration for whether that was what the intended recipient wanted or needed.
The United States remains the largest global provider of humanitarian aid, with Grenada receiving substantial assistance through USAID. Grenada is one of the countries affected by U.S. President Donald Trump's executive order issued on January 20th, which suspended billions of dollars in aid administered by the U.S. State Department, USAID, and the President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell informed that so far, only the Carry Secure program was impacted by suspension of USAID. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
Parliament has officially passed its tax relief bill for businesses in Carriacou and Petite Martinique that were affected by Hurricane Beryl. Rena Thomas reports.
In Parliament on Tuesday, the Tax Administration Post-Hurricane Beryl Fiscal Support Special Measures Bill 2025 was passed without amendment. The bill provides critical tax relief to businesses in Carriacou and Petite Martinique that were impacted by Hurricane Beryl. Among the key measures are exemption from value-added tax, VAT, exemption from corporate income tax, exemption of deadlines for filing stamp tax and annual income tax, and provisions to exempt businesses that were destroyed from certain tax obligations altogether. These measures started in 2024 and are set to expire on June 13, 2025, said Minister for Export Development, Trade and Foreign Affairs Joseph Andel as he read the bill in the lower house.
A. Exemption from the imposition of VAT, that's value-added tax, on the services supplied by such businesses and from other VAT-related obligations. B, an exemption from the requirement to make advance monthly payments of corporate income tax to the Comptroller of Inland Revenue. And C, extension of the deadline for submitting annual stamp tax returns and income tax deductions from employees' remuneration to the Comptroller of Inland Revenue. And finally, an extension of the deadline for filing tax returns in respect of VAT, annual stamp tax, and income tax deducted from employees' remuneration.
Opposition leader Emily Pear expressed support for the initiative, but also highlighted flaws she said prevented many affected businesses from fully benefiting.
So you have a businessman who wants to benefit, who has been severely totally, absolutely destroyed, and is trying to build back and wants to benefit from the relief, comes to the mainland to make purchases. And according to these business people, there's no arrangement in place on the mainland to benefit from this. And the question is, could there have been some way that this could have been done, maybe an identification system, that this businessman from Carriacou can come on the mainland, present a card or some special letter or something, and be able to benefit from the relief. So this is really not meeting its full purpose unless this was actually achieved.
In response, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell defended the bill, emphasizing the government's commitment to supporting recovery efforts.
That the bill was simply crystallizing very clear and straightforward concessions that were absolutely needed by those impacted from a business perspective by Hurricane Beryl and who have benefited in Carriacou and Petite Martinique, and who you can go in Hillsborough and who you can see have in some cases completely rebuilt and opened back their businesses in Carriacou and Petite Martinique and have benefited from these concessions. Others are still ongoing because it's not just concessions. The fiscal support that was provided through the Grenada Development Bank is also ongoing.
The legislation is part of the government's ongoing efforts to ease the financial burden on small businesses on the Sister Isles following the storm's devastation. Rena Thomas, GBN News.
Other news, the Ministry of Mental Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs is continuing its efforts to promote mental health awareness among young people with the launch of a creative initiative. This report from Cherry and Blackman Stephen.
A mental health jingle competition targeting secondary school students is set to be launched this Thursday, May 15th at the Youth Center. The initiative, announced by Minister for Mental Health, Delma Thomas, during a sitting of the lower house of Parliament earlier today, aims to break stigma and promote open, informed conversations around mental health through the power of music and youth creativity.
We are encouraging students to creatively engage with mental health topics, helping to break stigma and promote open, informed conversations. Mr. Speaker, this competition is an educational tool that empowers our youth to better understand and manage their own mental health, as well as we continue to prioritize the mental health of our nation, especially among our younger population.
According to the minister, the competition is more than just a creative outlet. It's an educational tool designed to empower students to better understand and manage their own mental health. This latest effort builds on the momentum of the recently launched Youth and Mental Health Caravan, which brings information services and support directly to communities. Highlighting the significance of the initiative, Minister Thomas stated that too often the vital tools for empowerment and wellness remains centralized and distant. She said the caravan is an effort to bridge that gap to meet the youth where they are and ensure every community becomes a hub of opportunity, healing, and inspiration.
Andrew Victoria Park and the caravan saw youth entrepreneurs proudly showcasing their businesses, highlighting the talent and innovation within our communities. It also featured a mental health booth staffed by qualified doctors offering free consultation guidance and resources, breaking down stigma and creating a safe space. We had many information booths, including the Ministry of Education Scholarship Desk and other governmental and statutory bodies. Mr. Speaker, our next stop will be in St. Patrick on Thursday, the 22nd of this month.
Minister Thomas said the ministry is actively working to change how mental health is perceived and addressed in Grenada, starting with its youngest citizens. The ministry is encouraging all secondary school students to get involved in the jingle competition, using their voices and talents to make a difference in their communities. Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
Now, Financial Complex Limited has been rebranded with a renewed mission to maintain and manage government buildings across Grenada. More in this Rena Pet Thomas report.
A new chapter has begun for a familiar name in Grenada's public sector. Financial Complex Limited has officially rebranded as Facilities Consulting Limited, or FCL, unveiling a renewed mission to support the nation's public infrastructure. Now focused on preventative maintenance and facility management across government buildings, FCL aims to ensure safety, efficiency, and long-term sustainability. This transition also supports the government's broader commitment to properly maintain state buildings and create better working environments for public servants. Chair of the FCL board, Klein Glynn, explained that while the organization has existed for years, it had not been fully operational due to various challenges.
It was a company that was set up after we had the fire at the Treasury on the Carnage. That company was set up to raise the financing and rebuild what we know today as the Financial Complex Limited on the Carnage. That company serviced the mortgage. When it was fully paid, they continued maintaining the building, and the government at the time decided that they should move the maintenance of all government buildings to that state corporation. In recent years, it limited the maintenance work to responding to call-outs when there were problems in government buildings. This new board has revisited the mandate and has set out to put things in place to address it in a more more comprehensive manner.
FCL's General Manager, Casil Joseph, spoke of the company's renewed focus and improved direction.
Basically perform maintenance services for the government of Grenada. We look after their facilities, doing plumbing, electrical, AC, and general building maintenance. I have a staff of close to 30 employees, including here and in Carriacou and PT Matic. We would do site visits, do inspections. We go to a full team. We identify possible issues that might come up, and we try to address them right away so that the facilities can remain operational, the assets can last longer, and the cost for doing maintenance is drastically lower.
He noted that technology now plays a key role in enhancing their efficiency. In addition, FCL has partnered with other agencies to create training opportunities for young people entering the field.
Our staff is hardworking and we're ready for the challenge, but we know we cannot do it alone. We've hired a lot of past students from NULO, some from TAMCC. We're training them to the International Facility Management Association standards that's necessary to allow them to implement our approach of preventative maintenance. The next step, we're reaching out to external small contractors, which we utilize a lot. Our hope is that we could improve that partnership and better guide them towards making sure the quality of work is in line with that new approach that we're taking as it relates to preventative maintenance.
From routine repairs to long-term asset care, FCL continues to play a vital role behind the scenes, helping to keep Grenada's public infrastructure running smoothly. Rena Thomas, GBN News.
We take a break here on Network News. Still to come from us, Grenada prepares for the 18th gold medal at the Chelsea Flower Show. We'll talk about that back in a moment.
Are you looking to further your education but need financial support? Arise Credit Union is here to help. With our educational loan, you can pursue your dreams. Whether you're working and studying, taking professional online courses, or engaging in full-time education, we've got you covered. Our flexible repayment options and competitive interest rates provide the right support for you on this journey. Visit Arise Credit Union. Apply today, take control today, and own your own education.
Need to check your bill balance? Use the Grenlec mobile app. Open the Grenlec mobile app and tap the icon labeled Balances at the bottom of the screen. View your bill details, including your current bill balance, the due date by which you must settle your bill, the amount and date of the last payment you made. It's quick, easy, and available 24/7. Convenience at your fingertips.
Have you ever wondered how you can benefit from the Grenada Citizenship by Investment Program? Then IMA Grenada invites you to its public forum on May 13th at 5:30 p.m. at the Grenada Trade Center. Regulations have changed to create more space for local participation, for local developers and those who want to become local developers to tap into new opportunities. Hear from top experts from the CBI Committee, IMA Grenada, and GIDC. This is your opportunity to learn the process, ask your questions, and learn how to be involved. So don't miss this chance. Remember, Grenada Trade Center at 5:30 p.m. on May 13th. See you there.
No, girl, that was yesterday. I can't believe Wally said that. She didn't. Mom, can you help me, please? I'm having some trouble understanding. No, are you serious? Mom, can you help me, please? So y'all sit down and say that? Okay then, bye. Here! Are you ready? Yes. Let's ensure that you're well prepared for this exam.
Parents, you have a crucial role to play in helping to prepare your children for the CPEA exams. Help them or seek additional help so that they can revise the concepts they learn at school and give them a better chance to be successful and move on to the next phase of their lives. A message from the National Parenting Program, Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs.
Home is easy, easy with Republic Bank.
Are you dreaming of owning your own home? With Republic Bank's Home Easy Loan, you're one step closer to making that dream a reality. With competitive rates, reduced fees, and up to 100% financing, Republic Bank makes owning your home simple and stress-free. Start your journey to independence, empowerment, and the joy of home ownership today.
Republic Bank, we're bringing home to you. Home easy. It's not just a mortgage, it's peace of mind.
Terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Grenada, the time has come. It's the big showdown in the first ever Classic Lighten and the Communal Credit Union Invitational 2025. Come witness the Royal Grenada Police Force and His Majesty's prison officers take on the nation's busmen and women in an epic 4x1 relay. Then it's Flow versus DG Cell. And don't miss out, Nawasa, who will be flooding Grenlec in the ultimate relay. All this and more, May 17th and 18th. At the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Adults $30, children $15. Season passes are available. It's a showdown like no other. Be there.
Oh, it happens to all of us. Low on cash and in need of money right away. Play Instacash Monday to Sunday and there are no draws.
So what you saying? No numbers to choose from?
Nope.
And no draw sessions to wait on?
Nope.
And we can play it anytime and any day?
Yep, including Sundays. Instacash. Ask for it by name and choose from a wide variety of games as low as $2 and win instantly. It is fast, it is easy to play, and you win cash right away. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Heritage Theatre presents Breaking Out, the Grenada Love Story, featuring Robert White and Lisa Grappi, written and directed by Chris DeRiggs.
But I still love you, Richie.
You love me and you're hard in me. 4 big performances, Saturday 24th and Sunday 25th May at the Grenada Trade Center, Saturday 31st May and Sunday 1st June at Deluxe Cinema in Grenville. Showtime 7 p.m. sharp.
He's the love of my life, Auntie. You have to marry a man for other things besides love, child.
Get your tickets at Mitchell's Pharmacy in Grand Anse, Gittins Health and Wellness Wall Street, Gabriel's Pharmacy Pedmata, St. David Pharmacy, St. Andrew Pharmacy, Art and Soul Boutique at Spiceland Mall, 3B's Shoe Store, and GoToFed.com. Breaking Out. Come out and enjoy Grenadian theater at its best.
This ad complements Classic Lighten Caribbean.
Attention all divers, snorkelers and underwater enthusiasts. Effective May 15th, 2025, all visitors to the renowned Mullinair Underwater Sculpture Park will be required to pay a small fee of US $3.50 or EC $10 per person. These fees are essential to support the ongoing maintenance and repairs of the sculptures, as well as the development of new features to ensure the park remains a world-class attraction. Payment can be made through the Grenada Tourism Authority's online payment portal, available on the Pure Grenada website, www.puregrenada.com. We thank you for your support in enhancing this extraordinary underwater product. This announcement is brought to you by the Grenada Tourism Authority and the Ministry of Tourism, dedicated to protecting and conserving Grenada's resources for the enjoyment of all.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Build
building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Rebecca Television Center preparation is in full swing ahead of Grenada's participation in one of the world's most prestigious gardening events, the Royal Horticultural Society's Chelsea Flower Show 2025. Beverly Telesford tells us more.
This year's show runs from May 18th to the 25th and promises a vibrant celebration of horticultural excellence, sustainability, and creative garden design. On Tuesday, GBN caught up with the Grenada team as they worked on this year's presentation. Esther Henry Fleury, team member of the Chelsea Flower Show Grenada exhibit, said they are in the final stages of preparation.
We are in the final stages of preparation for departure for the show, which begins next week, and the rest of the team leaves tomorrow. And here we are at the NMIB building, preparing, packing, selecting the top class material from Grenada, or flowers and fauna.
Henry Fleury linked Grenada's participation to the island's bid to boost tourism.
In fact, the Chelsea Flower Show, Grenada's participation plays an important role in tourism, in the tourism product, and that is principally why we do it, and that is principally why we get support from the Tourism Authority and the government of Grenada in order to enhance this product and to ensure that we deliver the gold medal when we get there.
Grenada has long been a standout at the RHS Chelsea Flower Show, racking up 17 gold medals over the years. Last year, Grenada's display captivated the judges and attendees alike with its vibrant and innovative design, showcasing the island's flora and natural attractions under the theme The Golden Falls of Grenada, in celebration of Grenada's 50th year of independence. The team not only secured Grenada's 17th gold medal, but also captured the coveted President's Award, which is given to outstanding exhibitors. The first Chelsea Flower Show was held in 1913. The show takes place almost every year, and today 157,000 visitors flock to the 11-acre site each May. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
Tackling mental health and the general well-being of citizens was the focus of nurses on International Nurses Day, celebrated annually on May 12. The observance was in honor of the birth anniversary of Florence Nightingale, 1820 to 1910, who is commonly referred to as the pioneer of modern nursing. Here in Grenada, nurses are spotlighted on International Nurses Day for their exemplary service to people and the country. GBN spoke with Director of Nursing Anoris Martin Charles about the activities which marked the occasion on Monday.
The theme this year is Our Nurses, Our Future. Caring for nurses strengthens the economy. We firmly believe that if our nurses are well cared for, they will be better able to provide the care that is so needed in the community. So we're calling on all the stakeholders involved to value your nurses, look after them. This morning we had an award ceremony for our nursing assistants. Every year we recognize a particular category of staff, so recognizing our hardworking assistants was the highlight of today.
Mental health remains a major challenge for health officials due to the stigma attached to it, which is also the biggest hindrance to people feeling comfortable enough to seek professional intervention. Arlena Thomas Blackman is the senior nursing officer at the Mungay Psychiatric Hospital.
You see, a lot of persons do not accept mental health, neither mental illness, because when you speak of mental health, they think you're crazy. But basically, we want to focus on mental wellness. And in Grenada, we have a lot of taboos where persons believe that if you're not behaving well and you're behaving abnormal, somebody do you. So these are things that we face every day, and the misconception is real.
Noting that some people often utilize private care, Thomas Blackman explains the need for people seeking professional care to reach out to the Mungay Psychiatric Hospital.
There are many persons out there who go privately, so that information do not reach our desk. So there are persons who, because of stigma, they feel that they should not come to us and prefer to go to a private doctor, and then the treatment process is prolonged. Because once we have them, we at the hospital, we do not only just provide in-hospital care. We have a community group of persons in every parish, including Carriacou and Petit Martinique, who provide follow-up care in a timely manner. So these persons, once we are aware of them, we get them. There may be one or two who fall through the crack, again, because of stigma and how public view them, and also the social stratum. So we try our best.
After the break, NATMA prepares ahead of the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season.
Me a 38 but you are 92. Yeah. You the number one run, man. That is it. No what? Nice. Yeah. You number one. Yeah, me too.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose Classcoat, the number one rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Need to install or repair your plumbing? We've got you covered. Whether you're setting up a new washing machine, replacing a leaking faucet, or fixing that pesky dripping pipe, the Plumbing Supply Store is your go-to place in Grenada. We offer a wide range of plumbing products to make both new installations and maintenance a breeze. Our shelves are stocked with top quality products, including pressure and waste fittings. And if you've been struggling with blocked drains, have you heard of Melt? This powerful drain-unblocker liquid is a game changer, designed to prevent and clear blockages, making it ideal for hairdressers dealing with clogged wash sinks. We also carry a wide selection of repair kits and replacement parts to bring new life to all plumbing fixtures. Visit us today on the Woodlands Main Road or call 444-1377 for expert advice, top-notch products, and a warm welcome. At the Supply Store, we do everything plumbing.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
Don't call me small, I'm dreaming big, I'm gonna have it all. ACB's me, start, manage, expand. Taking on all my competition, got the whole bank's attention. ACB, best financial solution. My business has a good reputation.
Ready for success? Call us at 444-4919 or visit us at acbonline.com to learn more.
ACB's me.
Start, manage, expand your business today.
Meet Mom. She's not just the wake up at the crack of dawn, make breakfast and pack bags kind of mom. She also gets her fitness game on. Yeah, she's the don't let anyone forget anything kind of mom. At the same time, she's the runs her own business, closing deals kind of mom, who finds time to get down and boogie with the kids after school, remodel the house, bake cake, host dinner, and even play her favorite game at the end of the day kind of mom. So let's celebrate Mom, because to us, she's so much more.
Hi, I want $10 on Playway, $20 backup on Pick 3, and cash for each, please.
Okay, are you adding multi-X to your bet?
Yes, multi-X, all of them.
Smart. Best value bet. Backup and multi-X.
You cannot go wrong. Don't matter the bets, multi-X all of the daily games.
With multi-X added, your winnings can be multiplied 3 times, 5 times, even 7 times. So make it a rule. Add multi-X to all your playway, daily pick 3, and daily cash for bets every day and for every drop, and watch your money grow. Available at stores and online.
You heard it here. Multiply your winnings daily. Must be 18 or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
How many times do I have to tell you I'm committed to us?
She made me feel some measure of warmth, maybe even passion. If I decide to do this, I'll be doing it for you, no one else.
Labukan presents Rivals, playing at Labukan Creative Center, GCNA Complex, all weekends in May, Saturdays 8 p.m., Sundays 6 p.m., and Deluxe Cinema Grenville, Saturday, June 7, 8 p.m. Tickets from Grenadian Optical, Labukan, St. Andrews Pharmacy, and Go to Fit at $75. Sponsors Bryden and Miners Limited, Knights Auto, Sandals, GBN, Republic Bank, Trios Auto, Co-op Bank, and Huggins. It's Rivals by Francis Urias Peters. Don't you miss it.
You better come back, boy. You better come back.
A whole new level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
We're back. A wide cross-section of citizens working with the National Disaster Management Agency gathered in St. George on Monday to discuss disaster risk reduction ahead of the official start of the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season from June 1 to November 30. National Disaster Coordinator Dr. Terence Walters said every citizen needs to be prepared.
We need to be prepared. Preparedness is key, and it is not just for the hurricane season, but we should be prepared year-round because any of the hazards can occur at any time. All right, so we need to be prepared year-round. Get involved. Know the hazards that can impact us. Know what you can do as a person, as a family, as a community. Things that we can do to assist each other. Know what we can do, and people need to be prepared now. Again, in 2025, the prediction is for an above-average season. And again, there's nothing saying that we cannot be impacted by another hurricane. We can be. We've had in 2004, we had Ivan, and in 2005, we had Emily. So it is possible, okay, that we can have another event in 2025. It is not impossible. So again, we need to be prepared. Don't let our guards down.
Dr. Walters believes that past experiences have taught Grenadians a lot about disasters. However, he said there is a lot more work to be done as it relates to risk reduction.
The National Disaster Management Agency continues its efforts to disaster risk reduction in Grenada. Now, we do understand that reducing risk is a responsibility of every citizen, every single citizen in this country. So it's not only police or NADMA or health or Ministry of Agriculture, but every single citizen. So the agency is doing what it can to ensure that we involve every single stakeholder across Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique.
Director of the Risk Reduction Center at the University of the West Indies, Dr. Evangeline Innes-Springer, has been speaking about the statistics recorded for Grenada.
I'd like to use some evidence. So I'll take it to the existing country work program that was developed for 2015 to 2019 that has been extended. And the assessment of that country work program, which essentially talks about how Grenada as a country is dealing with disaster risk management, says that 64% of the activities and the outputs that was captured in that document have been achieved. Question can be, what would have caused it to be at 65%, and we know what would have happened over the last 5 years. But one of the things that's really coming out is not only the resilience of the people, but the interest of the people in doing better for their country to ensure that the next iteration of the country work program, which is a strategic document for disaster risk management, that we can see, as the participants have been saying, perhaps a 79 or 80% the next time we do this evaluation, probably the next 5 years.
Weather forecasters have since issued early warnings for another potentially hectic Atlantic hurricane season. Researchers at Colorado State University released their annual outlook forecasting 17 named storms for the 2025 season. Of that number, 9 are expected to become hurricanes, including 4 major hurricanes with sustained winds exceeding 111 miles per hour, Category 3 hurricanes or higher. With the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season fast approaching, the CARICOM Secretariat has launched a webinar series aimed at boosting disaster preparedness across the region's agriculture and fisheries sectors. It's a collaborative initiative with regional and international partners such as SEDIMA, CAFSA, CADI, CRFM, FAO, and ICA. The webinar series is intended to ensure that stakeholders are better equipped to manage the risks associated with hurricanes and other extreme weather events. The theme of the series is disaster preparedness for on-farm and sea assets, focusing on protecting farm equipment, boats, and infrastructure, as well as securing input supplies. On May 16, attention will shift to crop production, exploring how climate-smart practices and protective systems can reduce vulnerability. We can tell you too, the May 23 webinar will center on livestock, addressing animal sheltering, feed storage, disease prevention, and emergency planning. On May 30, the fisheries sector will take the spotlight with discussions on gear protection, vessel safety, and early warning systems. The final session on June 6 will tackle disaster response and recovery, highlighting strategies for rebuilding, as well as access to financial support and insurance. It will feature a panel discussion with representatives from CARICOM, FAO, and SEDIMA. Each webinar will be streamed live every Friday on CARICOM's social media platforms until June 6. Stay with us. We'll be back to report the sports news.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Granville, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wiring accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grand Anne, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
How do you choose your toilet paper? Just because it's soft and nice. That's how I choose my toilet paper. Made right here in the Isle of Spice. Cherish Spring Soft Harbor Bay. Super value every day. The price is right and locally they're made. Support local when you purchase Cherish and other quality brands from Grenada Paper Products.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, up, up several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Good evening, sporting fans. Umar Patel and Junior Macmillan grabbed 3 wickets apiece as the GBSS completed a 95-run hammering of MacDonald College in the Ministry of Sports LQ Sports Secondary Schools Cricket Tournament. Batting first, the Tantin outfit slammed 165 for 5. Mohamed Lunat led the way with 40 runs. Umar Patel supported with 36, while Junior Macmillan chipped in with 28, chasing 166 for victory. The end came quickly for MacDonald College. Right arm leg spinner Uthman Patel had 2 scalps on the day, while Macmillan bagged 3 for 12. Well, another 2 matches were played today in the Dream 11 Spice Isle T10 tournament. Game 1 of the day saw Saffron Strikers coming away with a 7-wicket victory over Cinnamon Pacers. Batting after winning the toss, Pacers were bowled out for 78 runs. Asif Cooper was the lone batsman to reach double figures. He hit 30. In reply, Strikers reached their target, losing 3 wickets in the process. Shane Brathwaite anchors the inning, hitting 44 not out. Strikers won by 7 wickets. Meanwhile, Bayleaf Blasters won a 5-wicket thriller over Nutmeg Warriors. Batting first, Warriors racked up 118 for 9 off their allotted 10 overs. Blasters in reply got home with 1 ball to spare. They scored 121 for 5 wickets. The tournament will continue on Wednesday. All right, that's the sports news for now. At the China Select Forum in Beijing, the Chinese president urged Latin America and Caribbean nations to join his country in defending global peace and multilateralism. The rest of the details from Al Jazeera.
At a gathering of Latin American and Caribbean officials in Beijing, Chinese President Xi Jinping calls on them to unite with China in defending global peace and multilateralism.
In the face of the bloc confrontation and the surging tide of unilateralism and protectionism, China would like to join hands with the Latin countries to seek development and prosperity and build up a China-Latin American community of a shared future.
Trade between China and the region exceeded $500 billion for the first time last year. Xi has vowed to further deepen economic ties, announcing a $9.2 billion credit line to support development and a visa-free arrangement for 5 Latin American countries. It was his first public statement since China and the U.S. slashed reciprocal tariffs and agreed to a 90-day pause. He said there can be no winners in a trade war, and hegemony only leads to isolationism. Beijing is looking to position itself as a better partner for Latin and Caribbean countries than the United States. It comes as Washington seeks to expand its influence on those regions, including putting pressure on Panama to free its canal from what the Trump administration views as Chinese control. Taking part in the conference are the leaders of Colombia, Chile, and Brazil. Close ties with Beijing are seen as an important counterweight to the U.S.
China is currently Brazil's largest trading partner and is possibly the largest receiver of products produced by our country, especially in agriculture.
Chinese analysts say the meeting reflects Beijing's role as an advocate for nations in the global south.
We want to speak for these countries. We want to speak for their interests. We want to speak for their participation in this order.
China has been expanding its footprint in Latin America and the Caribbean. More than a dozen nations are partners in its Belt and Road Infrastructure Initiative, and about 200 projects have been launched. Beijing also has free trade agreements with Chile, Peru, Costa Rica, and Nicaragua. Some nations, however, are wary. They fear China may be looking to offload cheap goods as a result of overcapacity and have imposed tariffs on Chinese steel to protect their domestic manufacturers. Katrina Yu, Al Jazeera, Beijing.
British Prime Minister Keir Starmer has announced new measures aimed at tightening the legal migration system. His government is under pressure to counter the popularity of Nigel Farage's right-wing anti-immigration reform UK party. However, employers are worried that the plans will make it harder for companies to fill vacancies. Al Jazeera reports.
Your cup of tea is ready.
Thank you so much.
Vaibavi is part of a team that cares for Dinesh, who has Parkinson's. She feeds and bathes him. She is his lifeline to the outside world. But new restrictions on visas for workers providing social care will mean providers can't hire workers like Vaibavi from overseas. There are already 130,000 vacancies in social care. Employers say this will only get worse. After some time, I will help you.
There is a huge demand for care. It is not being met by local staff. Where we can, we absolutely want to recruit local staff. Going to the overseas market is then the next stage.
But you are doing well. You are able to hold it and drink it. The government says it will tackle every area of the immigration system.
Work, family and study will be tightened up so we have more control. Skill requirements raised to degree level. English language requirements across all routes, including for dependents. The time it takes to acquire settled status extended from 5 years to 10.
Ministers hope to deliver some changes quickly, cutting by 50,000 the number of lower skilled and care workers coming to the UK pretty much straight away.
The idea of trying to reduce net migration by attacking particularly students, care workers, business people, where we already know that economists are saying that it's absolutely crucial to have more supply in these sectors, is going to affect us economically, but it's also going to have major social consequences when people don't have carers neighbours to look after their elderly relatives.
This about turn on immigration policy is Labour's big hope to curb the rise of reform. The populist Right Party won big in local elections with its promise of net zero immigration. The government hopes that by the next general election, it will be able to reverse the steady increases seen over the last 2 decades. Charlie Angela, Al Jazeera, London.
A reminder of the headlines right after this. Reminder of the headlines. Foreign Affairs Minister reaffirms Grenada's commitment to non-alignment and peaceful engagement following talks with U.S. Secretary of State. Businesses in Karakou and Petit Martinique affected by Hurricane Beryl to benefit from tax relief bill. Mental health jingle contest focuses on youth awareness. Also in the news regionally, China seeks to strengthen trade ties with Latin America amid trade war. Internationally, UK Labour government toughens immigration plans as far-right gains support. Plus in the sports news, wins for Saffron Strikers and Bay Leaf Blasters in Dream 11's Spice Isle T10. I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. That's all from us at the GBN Newsroom. Thank you so much for tuning in to the newscast. Thank you. Good night.